Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing episode number 4 of JC University, where I talk y'all through a game that I played, win or lose, and talk about what I could do better, what I did well, same thing with my opponent, and basically just try to help y'all become better My Team players by talking y'all through games that I have played. And I'm just going to come out and spoil it right now. I lost this game. So we're going to talk about how I lost, what I did wrong, and what I could do better next time to not lose this game. Now, I will say, I'm playing against AOT Trey in this video. If y'all don't know who that is, he is one of the better My Team players in the world. He made it pretty far in the 2K22 Next Gen 250K tournament. I think he qualified a couple times for 250K. He was up like 20-something on tie in 250K and 2K22 and lost, so that's very tough for him. But as a whole, he's one of the best My Team players in the world, has been for several years, and this is a very, very good game against a very, very good player, and another good episode, I think, to talk through. And yes, I lost. So for those of y'all out there who say I don't post losses, I am not afraid to post a loss here and there, and this is one of them. And so without further ado, I'm excited to hop in this video. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. Going to be a long grind to 40K. We just hit 30K, but really appreciate y'all's support. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. So let's start with his team. First of all, Chris Paul, that Caruso is an absolute dog. Really good release, elite defender. T-Mac at the 3, Tim Duncan at the 4, and Chet at the 5. Tim Duncan gave my Draymond Green some problems in this game. I will say that. I had Draymond as my starting power forward at the time in King of the Court. My lineup has shifted since, but at the time I did have Draymond as my starting power forward in King of the Court. So immediately we win the tip, we get into our freelance, and we try to run some offense, try to get downhill with Jamal Crawford. Wasn't really able to send Draymond on a backdoor. I get a wide open 3 and I miss it. It's going to happen. You live with it. And unfortunately, Draymond is not able to out-rebound Tim Duncan. I will say, Timmy D is just a really, really good card in this game. He is absolutely elite. Definitely one of the best free cards in My Team. He throws it to the corner. It's open. Should have been a steal. It does not wind up being a steal. He winds up keeping the ball. He passed it down to Tim Duncan, and Anthony Parker was right there. That should have been a steal. It wasn't a steal. You kind of got to live, right? Like, there's only so much you can do sometimes, and he gets a weird little backdoor for a layup for Chris Paul. Interesting start offensively for him, because I probably should have had a stop there, but it is what it is. He blitzes me. That's great defense. He got in the passing lane, or sorry, the dribbling lane, and gets up on steal. That's good defense by him manually, and then he backdoors Tim Duncan, and Ronnie Cycley's not able to get over in time to get a contest, and we are quickly down 4-0, which is not ideal considering that I started with the ball. I won the tip off, and I'm down 4-0. So we swing it to Cycley. Cycley gets downhill to the rim. That should be a standing dunk, right? Or a standing layup. Beautiful stuff. He jumps with Chet, and we get ourselves an easy layup. And it is a 4-2 game to start it off. Early in this one, not a bad start whatsoever. Going to go under the screen here. Try to play this up with Draymond again. Draymond actually does get a block there and gets us a stop. That's nice. Good defense by Draymond. Again, he's a little small compared to a guy like Tim Duncan, but he's doing the best he can there. And we come off the screen. Pump fake. Watch for the back door. MLK might have been there on the back door, but he's not. So we're just going to reset and get some offense going, see if we can get downhill. Draymond catch. I got nothing, honestly. This is one of those possessions where I'm just kind of boxed, and I throw a back door, because in your box, you got to figure something out, basically, and that's what we do. And we managed to get ourselves enough of a bucket to tie it up at 4, but it has not been beautiful at this point offensively whatsoever. Backdoor to T-Mac. Don't think we were in an awful position there, but he manages to get enough, and he gets himself a dunk right back. And it's a 6-4 game to start us off. Pick and roll here. He's trying to blitz the screen again. I get downhill with Jamal Crawford inside, and he does finish the layup very early. I remember seeing that layup say very early and going, I don't think so. But I guess it was very early. At least it went in, so we are totally fine. If I click on Anthony Parker there, maybe I play that pop, get a steal. Maybe I should be looking for that a little bit more. His slip is open to Tim Duncan again. I reach with MLK and don't get the steal. I thought it was close enough to get an animation, to get an interceptor animation to get that stop, but I did not, and that is all right. Just try to be patient bringing the ball at the court. Against somebody who's blitzing you and playing aggressively in the backcourt, you want to be patient. Don't do anything stupid. Speaking of stupid, that was kind of a force. Not exactly, but not a great shot either. I certainly could get a better shot than I shot there, I would say. So it is what it is. X-switching Jamal back onto there. He throws a cross-court pass to Chet. I try to bait the corner. He does not throw the corner, and he greens it with rhythm shooting. Very nice shot by Trey, and a good decision right there as well, because I over-rotated, tried to throw that bait, and he did not throw the bait, so good job by him, I should say. And he has a 11-6 lead. I did not start this game well. That, honestly, was not a great take either, but we do draw a foul. We'll take it. But I would say as a whole, this is not a very good start to the game, to be completely honest for me. I'm only down 3 at this point, but I'm not playing, I feel like, a very high level at a very high level at this point in the game. Just kind of struggling a little bit when it comes to shot making and shot creation and all that stuff. And hold on, yeah, I gotta do something real quick. Hello?
Hi, baby.
Do you need something?
No.
Okay, I'm in the middle of recording, baby. I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry.
I could call you later,
Okay.
but I got like 3 videos to do, so.
Okay, baby. I love you.
All right, I love you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, we're back. Sorry. And I just turned the ball over. I didn't even see how I turned the ball over exactly. Rhythm shooter with Scotty or with Chauncey, I should say, and he drills that one as well. He's quickly subbed Chauncey in for Chris Paul. Not entirely sure why. Maybe just for a little bit more size would be my main conclusion as to why he probably did that. Good hop step from Jamal, but it's not really there, so I don't go up with Jay crossover. Trying to attack Chet because of Chet's lack of strength, and we get a nice drop step animation, and Chet gets enough of a contest to get us to miss that layup. It's annoying. It's just length, I guess. I feel like we were in a pretty good spot there and weren't able to get the conversion that we would have liked. And then Draymond does get a board there over Tim Duncan, which is good. Good board there, and we're running the floor in transition. Stop. Was tempted to shoot it. It wouldn't have been a good shot. ML does not take advantage of T-Mac reaching out of position there. So we're kind of boxed, to be completely honest right now. This has been very solid defense. I didn't have anything there, to be honest. I didn't realize the shot clock or the game clock was as low as it was, but I didn't have anything there anyway. He blitzed the screen and everything with Chauncey. He's playing elite defense so far. Really doing a good job of being anticipatory and putting himself in the right position to get a stop, get a steal, things of that nature. So very, very solid start for Trey, without a doubt, as we are down by 6 starting the second quarter. He runs like a 3-point play for Alex Caruso. We managed to get through the screen, and that probably should have been a steal. He kind of just passed the ball into Anthony Parker's chest, but it doesn't wind up being a steal, which is annoying. Calls for the pick and roll there. That's good defense. I will live with that shot every single day of the week. A moving, fading 3 type of shot like that is not a shot that I'm scared to give up, and that is totally fine. Maybe could have set my feet there and shot with Jamal Crawford. I don't. Playing, I would say, pretty hesitant right now. Could probably be a little bit more aggressive. I try to dot cross court, but I don't know what I'm dotting, to be honest. Downhill drive, Jamal Crawford gets a dunk, and it's only a 4-point game, so it's all right. That's a good downhill drive there, but I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing in some of these possessions, to be completely honest. My offense is just a little awkward, is what I would say so far. That very easily could have been a stop, but he gets a favorable animation. Is what it is. That's honestly a lot of this game when it comes to rim running, especially this year. It's just seeing if you get a favorable animation or not. Trying to attack with Jamal Crawford. We do get inside. Maybe I could have continued that dribble a little bit more. That should be an easy standing dunk. And I missed the dunk, I guess. Not a lot you can do about that. When you miss a dunk, you just kind of got to shrug and keep going. Not sure what Anthony Parker was guarding there, but we give up an and one. Annoying. Back-to-back possessions where he's just gotten favorable animations attacking the rim with T-Mac, and he winds up getting 5 points out of them, which is pretty annoying. But all of a sudden, it is a 9-point game, and this is not what you're looking for to start a game off by any means. I don't think I'm playing great by any means, but it's definitely not the way you want to start a game. We get a 2-man little pick and roll here, drive the ball on Chauncey. We have our slip open. We get a wide-open 3 and miss it. And Tim Duncan gets the board. Just not executing very well. Good pass, good shot, good patience. We created a great shot, and then we missed it. It's just frustrating at the end of the day. But what are you going to do? You're not going to make every shot, I guess. You just got to keep playing. But unfortunately, we're down 21-10. This is not how you want to start a game by any means, even if we are. The game's not over by any means, and when you get in a position like this, being down 11 against an elite player is not ideal. That should have been a layup, by the way, but I still get a dunk with Ronnie Cycli, which is good. But you just can't panic, I guess, is what I would say. When you're in a position like this, you're down by 11 points, now 9. You just got to stay in the game and try to just settle in, get a little bit more comfortable, get your offense going more how you want it. And I give up an open 3, which he finally misses one. First time he's missed a 3 this game. I've missed a couple, so it's nice that he's willing to give me one back right there. I say willing, but he does give me one back there, and I get a wide open 3. Ronnie Cycli drills it, and all of a sudden it's back to 6. Beautiful. Just got to get a couple possessions going, and we cut the lead back to a manageable point. 11 isn't easy. 6, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's better. You know what I mean? It's more more what we're looking for in terms of a normal lead. Trying to play the slip with Draymond against Tim Duncan. Good defense here, just not giving up any sort of backdoors. He backdoors me there with Caruso, and I just was a step late with Anthony Parker getting in front. That's what I'm watching for there, especially when he's holding the ball at the top of the key there. And unfortunately, I wind up turning the ball over. So it is what it is. Driving the ball here out to Roddy Cycli. I think I sent Draymond on a cut. I probably should have sent Jamal Crawford on a cut there, to be completely honest. Coming off this screen with Anthony Parker, his defense is just hawking me right now. I'm not even going to lie. Try to quick slip the screen. I didn't quick slip it, actually, and I shoot a fade with Jamal Crawford and green it. That's a tough shot and a heck of a shot, to be completely honest, with Jay Crossover. Very, very nice three ball right there. Not an easy shot by any means, but we're able to get it off. We're able to green it, so that's a very, very good possession right there. Good defense by ML Kari, and we play the steal perfectly, playing what we think his next pass is going to be with Anthony Parker and doing a nice job of getting a turnover, and all of a sudden it's a 5-point game. We got the ball. Much better job these last couple possessions, I feel like, of making something happen offensively and making him work defensively. Just doing a good job defensively there with baiting that. And unfortunately, Draymond has a huge mismatch on the interior. I don't know why. This did not make sense to me. I'll be totally honest with y'all. Why is Draymond so tired? Why does Draymond have like no stamina at all? I mean, he's got a little bit of a stamina bar, but he hasn't held the ball the whole possession. I get that he's tired. I get that he's been in for the first half, but like, he's tired and he stumbles and steps out of bounds in a perfect situation where he's got a mismatch size-wise. Like, that should have been an easy layup, and instead it winds up being a turnover. Frustrating, but again, what are you going to do? And so he's going to hold the ball for last shot here. I think I did something stupid, if I remember correctly. Yep, I gave him a wide open three. That was dumb. This was dumb. He's holding for last shot, right? And I'm trying to prevent him from holding for last shot. So I send a double team. I should not have done this, but if I am going to do this, do not give Devin Booker, one of the smoothest shots in the game, a wide open three. Come here, X-switch this, click on to Ronnie, come play this, rotate from hash to corner, do some rotations, play some defense, make him at least work to get a good shot. Giving up a wide open three to one of the smoothest and best shooters in the game is not the way to end a half at all. That is terrible by me. And that was honestly one of the bigger plays of the game, because those 3 points did not need to happen. You know what I mean? I could have made him work and been patient. And unfortunately, it doesn't wind up. We don't wind up making that layup either with Jamal Crawford. It winds up getting blocked, and we have ourselves an 8-point deficit at the half instead of a probably 5, max 7-point deficit. Like, I think we were in a good position where there's a high percentage chance we get a stop there if we just are patient and just play straight up defense and don't give up any backdoors or anything like that and just play solid defense. We're in a good position to probably get a stop. Instead, we wind up just throwing it away and giving them 3 points to end the half, which is just not how you want to start the half or in the half at all. Baron Davis does get a steal, goes out in transition, blow by. That should be a dunk, but I'm kind of patient with it, and I get an open three and I miss it again. It's good patience, and it's a good job of getting an open shot with a good shooter. Just miss the shot, and all of a sudden it's back to, I mean, it's still an 8-point game. Luckily, he misses his 3-ball on the other end as well, so we're kind of trading missed 3 balls at that point. But Dot, T-Mac in the corner, catch, shoot. That's a good shot and a great pass, and that is high-quality offense right there, recognizing that he's rotating off of D. Booker. I threw this pass early enough. I see him rotating here. I icon B literally almost instantly. I was like a split second late on my B pass. I could have gotten it there slightly early, but I did a good job of recognition there and getting that pass out quickly enough to where he's not able to get a contest. And that was good offense right there and got us another important 3, which cuts it back to a 5-point game. He's running some sort of 3-point play here. I try to get through the screen and it just doesn't. I should have X-switched it. He gets a wide open 3 with Devin Booker. Good shot, I guess. I mean, it's a good shot, but it's just not very well guarded, the play, to be completely honest. T-Mac ran into the double screen, and I didn't X-switch anything or rotate anything to get a stop. Thankfully, Barron's athletic ability, he gets to the rim and draws a foul, which is a little bit of a bailout. I'll take it because I'm going up on Dwight Howard. It's not the best take in the world, but we missed a free throw anyway, so it winds up being half the possession it could have been because we missed the first free throw, even though it was 84%. That's always annoying when you miss a high percentage free throw, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? And we're down 7. So this is, again, not the way we really want the game to be going, but he runs the same 3-point play here. I X-switch it with Sharif Abdul-Rahim and anticipate the play much better and play it much better that time, and it winds up being a turnover. That's way better defense than the last possession. Attack the rim with Şengün. There's no way Chris Paul's getting a paint stop on him. I will take that risk every single play. If I ever get that type of mismatch, I'm just hop stepping, I'm going up. Playing with confidence there and expecting a good animation in that situation with a 11-inch, 10-inch height advantage, whatever it is. Fine defense here again. He gets a backdoor though, and I've given up a few of those backdoors. Just need to be a little bit more anticipatory, I guess, about playing a little lower. Maybe I put my off-ball pressure on medium on some of these players that aren't as quite as elite as shooters. But Baron Davis to the rim, gets inside. Devin Booker, I could have maybe gone up, but I don't want to force, basically. I'm trying to quick slip the screen here, I believe. Or no, I threw a pick and pop in there. And Baron's wide open. I should have hit Baron on the pop here. I'm going to go back and show that one. His CPU, I got to do a better job of recognition here. This is a pick and pop. I attack down here. Devin Booker comes to rotate on this. I'm not totally sure why. This is wide open. Even if you catch it here, swing it here. He is absolutely butt naked wide open. Now, I would expect a favorable animation with a 6'9 Sharif Abdur-Rahim against a not elite defender in Devin Booker. I didn't get that, so that's annoying. But still, you have a wide open three. Take the open shot. I don't know what I was doing there, to be completely honest, but I did not take the open shot, and I did not wind up scoring, unfortunately. But we do get a turnover again, and we come right back with a 8-point lead. That's a wide open pass. Great shot. That's good offense right there, and I missed the shot. That's a good recognition by me, throwing the pass out of the double team quickly to an open shooter, and I missed the shot again. It's just frustrating. And he gets a foul call on that as well, which I don't know about that. It looked like a chase down block to me, but I guess they call a foul. So honestly, the biggest thing that's hurting me right now is I've missed a few open shots, and I've had a couple of dumb turnovers. And I gave up that wide open three at the end of the first half. That was just a really stupid possession to give up. But we're back down 9, and it's honestly mostly my own fault. I mean, there's been a few possessions that haven't been favorable animation-wise to me, but there are also a few possessions that haven't been favorable animation-wise to him. So we do manage to take advantage of a mismatch there. Just 6'8" doing on a 6-foot dude. That's a matchup that we kind of want to take advantage of anytime we have the opportunity to do so. And we do a good job of it there, getting ourselves a bucket, X-switching this so that he doesn't get the 3-ball off of that 3-point play that time. And we recover back as well pretty effectively. If I'm going to X-switch this back, this is what I should have done better in this possession. If I'm going to X-switch this back with T-Mac, which is what I do, I'm bringing T-Mac to, when I click on here, I'm X-switching T-Mac to play this. As soon as he's X-switched here, I need to click onto Sharif earlier, although I will say the reason that I don't think I did was because it looks like he has more space here. But I could have easily clicked off to Sharif and played the slip earlier. I didn't get to Sharif. Also, I clicked on the center. Why did I click on the center? I guess because it's guarding Dwight, but I'm just late. Like, Dwight's a non-shooter as well. I could have easily played that better defensively, either clicking onto Sharif or just clicking onto the center earlier. A couple different things that I could have done that would have given me a good opportunity there. That's a good cross-court pass. We just get a really slow, loopy pass animation, and there's not a lot you can really do about that. And we have ourselves another mismatch here with T-Mac, and I'm not afraid to attack this with a drop step if he's going to give me that mismatch. And that's a good little take right there. But again, could have played better defensively on that last possession, wind up giving up 2 points that were pretty easily preventable, I think, and it's just annoying. Small stuff makes a big difference at the end of the day when it comes to 2K. We do X-switch this screen much better. Actually, they didn't switch. They were supposed to switch, but they didn't, but we wind up recovering well. I'm not sure why Baron Davis ended up on D Booker there, but it does wind up being good defense, and I give up an open shooter in Dwight. He drives the ball, though, and gets an offensive 3-second violation. If you're going to leave somebody open, it should probably be the dude with the 45 3-ball. I'll say that right now. And we do a good job there of rotating off of that non-shooter that time and not giving up anything easy. And it's a 7-point game with 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, what I should do here, hold the ball for last shot. Unfortunately, I don't get that option because Alex Caruso makes a freaking play and winds up getting him a steal, and he winds up going coast to coast and drawing a foul on a Euro step. And that winds up being another probably 4-point swing or so, or at least a 2-point swing at the very minimum, because he winds up getting free throws to end the third quarter instead of me holding for last shot in the third quarter. So I guess I kind of threw a bad pass there. I don't know. Caruso just made a really good animation, unfortunately. And he actually gets a steal too, but luckily he misses that shot. We get a lightly contest and he misses it. So winds up being a 9-point game at the end of the third quarter. Combination of a few things, to be completely honest. Again, I could definitely be playing better offensively. I only have 28 points through 3 quarters. Like, that's not great. Missed a couple of open shots, made a couple of questionable decisions that have resulted in turnovers, and then obviously a couple of questionable defensive decisions as well have just allowed points that otherwise were not necessary. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's competitive my team, and you're going up against a great player, and you're not going to execute every single possession perfectly. But at the same time, we'd like to do a better job than we'd have on some of these possessions for sure. Anthony Parker was wide open on that back door, by the way, or he was about to be, but we get fouled by Caruso in the backcourt. So getting our pick and roll going here, swing it to Parker. I call for a pick and roll with Draymond and try to attack, and Chauncey Billups is again playing really early to try to anticipate and blitz that. Anthony Parker's got a mismatch, and I go up with it's just not open. I don't know why I would go up with that. Tim Duncan is too close to being in the area for that to be a good take. If Tim Duncan's in the corner guarding Draymond, that's a much more logical take. But as is, just a bad decision. Speaking of bad decision, his decision to shoot that 3 ball was also a very bad decision. Anthony Parker to the rim this time gets a favorable animation, and this time we do have a little bit of a mismatch. We don't have a defender down there who's 6'11" and elite defensively who's in a position to get a block. Like, just poor decision making by me again on the last possession, going up with a shot that otherwise really was not there. That's not good defense, and he misses an open shot, which is nice because I've missed a couple. That's his second missed open of the game, but that was not great defense. I again double teamed and did not rotate behind the double team to play the closest pass. Got to be better with my rotations if that's what I'm going to do. I was about to go up with Ronnie Cycli there because, again, I have a nice little size advantage, but unfortunately did not get the opportunity to do so, and it is a 37-30 game right now. Calling for a pick and roll, quick slip the screen, and Anthony Parker goes up and greens it tight. Is that good offense? No, that was a bad take. I should have passed it out and reset, but I wind up getting bailed out by the game there, and I green it tight. So I guess I can kind of give myself a little bit of credit because I greened it. But that's a bad take. But that was also a good job there of kind of disguising ML Carr until he was driving the ball at the last second, and it kind of looked like a more open lane than it really was. So I don't hate that. Draymond inside. I probably could have gone up after Tim Duncan jumped. Instead, we have a little bit of a mismatch here. I'm going to quick slip the screen, throw it into Ronnie. Got good size there, but he does a great job of X-switching everything and putting himself in the right position. Like, that's really good defense, and he gets hoed. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, he plain and simple gets hoed. Like, that was one of those possessions where he just simply got unlucky. Like, that should have been a stop. He did a really good job of switching everybody back and getting his matchups the way that he needed to in quick succession, and he got a snatch block with Chet and just got screwed, honestly. So, I mean, that's the thing. A few things have gone against me in this game. A few things go against him in those last couple of possessions. Like, that's just how 2K goes at the end of the day. That felt like it very easily could have been a block, but Draymond is not quite there, and he gets a layup to go. And with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left, we are down by 5, and I run a 3-point play. Why do I run a 3-point play? I don't really know. But he way overreaches with T-Mac. Like, just way overreaches. That's his own fault, honestly. He just reached way too aggressively with T-Mac and just brings his defender way far away from Anthony Parker, which leads to a wide open 3 that we do knock down. And then I give one up right back. Dang it. What did I do here? Okay, I want to go back and look at this play. What did I do wrong? I'm on Ronnie Cycli. I click onto Draymond. That's fine. I click onto Ronnie Cycli again. I click onto him again. This right here, I guess I went to cover this back door. Yeah, that's what I did. I went to cover this back door, and I gave a wide open 3. That's my fault. I didn't need to. ML Carr was in good position. I should have, when I clicked onto him, when he was right here, I should have been going this way. And I went this way. I didn't need to. ML Carr was in a good position. If anything else, I should have clicked onto ML Carr and played the back door, and then clicked onto Ronnie and gone play this. And instead, I give a wide open 3. And that's costly. It is. I mean, did not need to be. It's just a mistake by me. And it did not need to be what it was. And unfortunately, he winds up getting points out of it. So it is what it is. Jamal Crawford inside, pump fake and one. No and one. He does jump, though, and we draw a foul. But unfortunately, we're not able to draw the and one, or get the and one, I should say, on that possession. And it is at least going to be 2 free throws. So 3-point game, minute 37 left. This is where you got to get a stop. Got to lock in. Got to put the clamps on, and what happens? He sends it back door. It's not open. We do a good job recovering to Chet. Great defense so far. Great job of staying where we can reject the screen. We recover in time. That should have been a steal. That right there should have been a steal, and that winds up being a very costly play. We did a good job here of getting T-Mac to where he could play through the screen, and then T-Mac also recovers pretty well. I'm coming off as Tim, who's not really a great shooter, recovering to him. He throws it inside. It winds up getting tipped, and that very easily could have been a steal. But it winds up bouncing harmlessly out of bounds instead, which is really tough because that's a position there where it would have been really, really, really nice to get a stop. And unfortunately, we are actually not able to do so. And then he drives Draymond, half paint patroller, and a defender on his back and gets a contact dunk animation. X contacts don't happen much. That's just luck, honestly. More than anything else, that's what that is. That's just a lucky possession. And I missed with Jamal Crawford. I guess another very early. Probably should turn the real player percentage on, to be completely honest. But just tough. And he misses the layup, at least with T-Mac. But at this point, I mean, that's great defense right there. Really nice bait with Jamal Crawford. Makes it look like I'm going to play Tim Duncan up top, and then counters back to play this. And we do manage to get the turnover back. So winds up giving us at least an opportunity here. Post spin with Ronnie Cycli. Again, trying to attack the strength mismatch there, but it just don't have much open there. And so we're going to drive the ball here, Euro step through, get to the rim, and miss another layup. It is what it is, man. At the end of the day, he gets a Euro step dunk in transition, and that is unfortunately basically the game. A couple of missed shots by me. I mean, I easily could have timed the layup better that I shot a very early on with Jamal Crawford. Didn't get the bump when I was down 3, and that's unfortunate as well. And I mean, Ronnie Cycli does finish that layup over Caruso because of his height advantage, but at the end of the day, it kind of is what it is at this point. The game is unfortunately kind of over. And he's going to drive downhill here. But it just doesn't matter what he does. He should just basically hold the ball here, pretty much, in a 5-point game with this much time left. The fact he shot that early, honestly, was not the best decision by him because it at least gives me an opportunity. And we shoot the 3 with Draymond. It's wide open, and I miss it. And that's the game. Another missed shot. I don't know. It is what it is. I didn't shoot my best in this game by any means. I definitely did not play my best. T Green's a light lead in the game. Like, whatever. I paused him because I'm like, come on. But it is king of the court. You want to win by as many points as possible. I got no problems with that. But we went up losing by 8. Like, this is one of those games that very easily, if a couple things go differently, a couple things go my way. I mean, I got a couple things to go my way at different points in the game for sure. But a couple things were like, if I don't give up that 3 at the end of the first half, that's a 3-point swing at least. If I don't get the ball stolen from me at the end of the quarter by Chauncey Billups, that winds up being another at least 2-point swing, if not potentially 4 or 5. Like, there's just a few small things like that throughout the game. If we pick up the loose ball that we got when we were down 3 in the fourth, at the end of the game in the fourth quarter, like, there's a few things that could have gone my way and a few things that I certainly could have done better that could have created a 3-point swing here, 4-point swing here, 5-point swing here that would have resulted in us winning this game by a few points instead of losing by a few points. And you know what? That's my team at the end of the day. So watching this back gives me a good impression of what I need to do better. Definitely when I'm double teaming, I need to do a better job of rotating behind it. But just in general, gotta play better than I did in this game. And unfortunately, I would say I lost because of my own play, plain and simple. I think that's the easiest way to put it. So with that being said, that is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy, especially those of y'all who love to watch me lose. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.